Hey Nick, you haven't uploaded in a while. Where have you been? Well, I've been doing life shit. And also I've been depressed. But guess what? There's a YouTuber, which you should totally subscribe to, has cured my depression. And this person is Eviden. So definitely go subscribe to Eviden. That's a lame excuse. Machamp used Dynamic Punch. Machamp. That hurt. Anyway, Kuro the artist. The Charizard champ. The Charizard champ. The Charizard champion. Kuro the artist is fucking awesome, man. He is amazing. One of the best Ben 10 YouTubers out there. Probably because he's one of the very few Ben 10 YouTubers out there. Well, anyway, I've been thinking about him lately, and mostly because, when it comes to Ben 10 power scaling, he's the only one that does it right. Let me explain. The reason why I say this is because there's not many other people who talk about Ben 10 power scaling. And while there are a few notable examples, I would just want to talk about one person who talks about Ben 10. Just a robot. And, he's kind of wrong about Ben 10 when he talks about him sometimes. So, let's get into it. Now, just a robot, I'm gonna send this video to you, and I want to let you know that I have no beef with you. I love your videos, and I think you're pretty awesome. And, when you talk about power scaling, like with Goku and Superman, I agree with you full-heartedly. But I will have to disagree with you when you talk about Ben 10. Okay? So, just a reminder, I have no beef with you. I think you're a cool guy. And that's it. So I want you to listen to me, okay? Okay. Well, let's continue. So in your video, Ben 10 versus Danny Phantom 5 years later review, you say this.
Forms into his second most powerful alien, Feedback.
So no, Feedback is not Ben 10's second most powerful alien. Way Big is. If you can be born just from a collapsing star, then you're pretty fucking powerful. Which is how Taku stars are born, which is what Way Big is. And Just a Robot usually says that, Feedback is star level, but even if he is, if you are born from a collapsing star, you're at least 3 times more powerful than a star level character, which is like someone that can destroy a star. Pretty self-explanatory. And the reason why I say 3 is because, I don't know. It just seems right, I guess. But he's definitely more powerful than a star level. And being star level for Feedback is pretty, it's a bit of a high ball. But even if that was true, Way Big is still more powerful. But hold on, Charizard. What about that time Feedback held a Big Bang in his hands? Well, Feedback's power is that he can absorb and redirect energy. And while I think that is a pretty cool and powerful feat, that's more of a energy absorption feat, not a power feat. You see, Feedback needs to absorb that energy to have that power of energy. Yeah, Feedback can produce his own energy, but if he wants to be as powerful as the Big Bang, he has to absorb the power of the Big Bang. He cannot produce that energy at any time he wants to. So yes, he can absorb a hell of a lot of energy, but he cannot produce that energy by himself. So let's say if he wanted to be as powerful as the Infinity Gauntlet, he would have to be blasted with the energy from the Infinity Gauntlet, kind of like how Thanos did to Thor in Avengers Infinity War. He'd have to absorb it and then fire it back at him, so then he'd be as powerful as the Infinity Gauntlet. You see what I'm saying? If he wants to be as powerful as A, who has to absorb A who you to be as powerful. So, no, Feedback is not Ben's second most powerful alien. That goes to way big. Anyway, moving on. Now, in your video, What Ben Can't Do, you say that Alien X isn't omnipotent. And yes, I do agree with that. He was two-shot by, what was his name? The power of Google. His name is Maltruant? Naltruant? Not sure how you pronounce it, but that's his name, and he was two-shot by him. But I like to think that, Maltruant is super powerful, and more powerful than the Chronosapien time bomb. Because, well, the reason why I'm saying that is because Just Robot says this.
Atomic X was killed by a multiversal Chronosapien time bomb.
While that is true, I like to think it as the situation where Alien X was standing in the middle of the universe being destroyed, and he didn't stop it because he didn't understand the stakes. He didn't understand what was going on at the time, or understand the stakes, which is why he didn't survive it, because he didn't know how powerful it was. And when he does survive big powerful events like the Big Bang, he does understand what is going on. And even if he can't survive the big Chronosapien time bomb, he could still turn into clockwork and absorb it. And he says that if the Omnitrix can switch him in and out of any alien to, so he can be ready for any situation in the blink of an eye, or fast enough to catch the Big Bang, or whatever. Since the Omnitrix didn't have anything powerful enough to stop it, that means that the Chronosapien time bomb is more powerful than Alien X. And while I do agree with the Chronosapien time bomb being more powerful than Alien X, I disagree with the fact that he can't survive it, because, like I said, he just didn't understand what was going on at the time. So yeah. Which is why I say that Maltruant is more powerful than the Chronosapien time bomb, because he did two-shot him, Atomic X, and, well, maybe that's not true. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe he is more powerful than the Chronosapien time bomb. I don't know. But Just a Robot is right in saying that Atomic X and Alien X aren't omnipotent and cannot be stopped, because, like he said, and I'm saying now, Atomic X was two-shot by Maltruant, or Naltruant, or whatever the fuck his name is, and, yeah, that's pretty much it about that argument.
Plus, all the other Bens with their Alien X's also died. And before you say they're not in their Alien X form, keep in mind, Ben 10's Omnitrix does have a failsafe where it will quickly cycle through all his aliens. And yes, that includes Alien X. Also, I don't know if Alien X is the most powerful.
Okay, sorry, I played a little bit too much of that clip, but, yeah, I'll have to disagree. In the clip, they clearly weren't switching between any aliens. So, and also, right, again, they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand the stakes. I feel like a broken record here. My God. Anyway, moving on. Yes, he's fucking yellow. I ran out of white. I'm sorry about Cannonbolt. Tried my best. Then he goes on to say that Hit from Dragon Ball can defeat Alien X because he's got time manipulation powers and he's fought people way more stronger than him. And while I do agree on the part that he's can defeat him because he's defeat people way stronger than him, I don't agree they can also defeat him because he's got time powers, because Alien X also has time powers. And this is the part where he was ranking where Alien X should go in the DBC, or not DBC, what am I talking about? Dragon Ball Z ranking list, you know, the tier list of how powerful they are. So, yeah, there's that. And then when he's ranking him in the Marvel Universe, he says he'd definitely put him under Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? Like, what the fuck? Really? Really? Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? Okay, so maybe there's a version of Thanos in the comics out there that could probably defeat Alien X. I'm not sure. Actually, I am pretty sure that there's probably a few versions of Thanos. But if we're talking like MCU Thanos, definitely, but fucking not. Here's why. It's because Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet has the time, reality, mind, and soul stones, which and the reason why I bring those stones up is because because someone might use the argument that he could use the Mind Stone to control his mind or steal his mind or whatever, but he's got 3 minds. Ben is his voice of reason, and then there's the guy and the girl green floating heads in his mind. The Soul Stone's kind of like the same, and then the Reality and Time Stone is basically what Alien X is. He can easily control reality and time with a snap of his fingers. see what I did there? No, not even with a snap of his fingers. With just a thought, he could erase you from existence. That's how powerful his time and reality powers are. So, with the combined efforts of his strength and the Infinity Stones, I really don't think he'd stand a chance against Alien X, because he's got and even if we place Thanos, MCU Thanos at Universal, or hell, maybe even twice as strong as Universal, which is probably not the case, because he can be hurt by Thanos's war axe or whatever it is, and that thing is at least as powerful as a star. So I'd place Thanos maybe star level, but even if we were to put him at Universal, Alien X is definitely way more than Universal, because like Robot said in his video he survived a point-blank universal destruction in his face and he didn't even flinch, or something like that. And how powerful is that? Well, for the sake of for the namesake of the show, I think he'd be 10 times more powerful than a universal. So, because it's Ben 10. Anyway, moving on. Then he goes on to list a few characters from the DC universe that are more powerful than Alien X, which I all agree with. I don't remember them all. Wait, hold on, let me check. So he lists the Monitors, the Anti-Monitor, Cosmic Armor Superman, and Mr. Plickalick, wherever the hell his name is, which I all agree with. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, while Just a Robot does get a lot of things right, he does get a lot of things wrong about Ben 10. While I do agree that he's not unstoppable, and there are a lot of people, not people, like characters in like Marvel and DC that can defeat Ben 10, he does get some facts wrong, like with his what can't Ben 10 do. But overall, I think Just a Robot is more reliable than Seth the Programmer when it comes to power scaling. But when it comes to Ben 10, I would definitely trust Kuro the artist, because he is a very well researched fellow when it comes to Ben 10. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So final thoughts on this whole thing. I think Just a Robot should do an update video talking about Ben 10 and some things he should mention that he got wrong. Or he doesn't have to, I don't care. He can do whatever the hell he wants to. But, yeah, I think Just a Robot's pretty cool, dude. And Just a Robot, I will send this to you, and if you don't like it, then that's fine. This is just what I think. And I don't want any beef with you. I really like your YouTube videos. I've been really liking what you've been doing recently. Well, except for the videos when you talk about the drama between, I don't know, and I don't really care, because I don't really like drama a whole lot. Which is why I don't want any beef with you, dude. Love your videos. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, dudes, let's use our Omnitrixes to fly to Wendy's. I think it's Omnitrixii. No, it's Omnitrixiuses. Or Octopolis? Let's just use the watches to fly to Wendy's. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's do this! It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon its wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid, he's Ben 10!